This is big breaking emergency news. The largest port in the United States has just been shut down, and this is due to protesters blocking the road and blocking the highways coming northbound into the United States from Mexico. So let's get into the details here really quick, guys. Please just hit that like and hit that subscribe. I'm posting every single day, keeping you guys updated on this big urgent news, and it just helps to get these warnings out. I appreciate that. So this is what's going on right now in Laredo, Texas. All right, this is in southern Texas on the border with Mexico, and protesters inside of Mexico in Nuevo Laredo, Texas. All right, it's right south. It's like the same city, and half of it's in Mexico, half of it's in Texas. Protesters on the Mexico side have gathered and they have shut down the road, right? Traffic going both ways, north and south, has been shut down, but they're saying primarily traffic coming north is being heavily affected, and it's backing up for miles and miles. You can see these pictures here. All right, these are real pictures from today, Tuesday, November 12th. And this is what these protesters were doing all day. They were shutting down this port here, and this is actually the largest port in the United States, believe it or not. It had the most traffic in the United States in the month of August as well too, and it was the largest port in 2023 as well. So this is major that they're shutting us down, and they're shutting it down inside of Mexico, and they are protesting all the stuff that's going on in the United States. Right, they are protesting. They do not like what's happening in the United States, a change of Donald Trump becoming president, and they are now shutting down the ports, right, shutting down our trade and supply chain, right? So let me know what you think of that down below. Also, really quick, here's some more details on this port. All right, here are some of the major imports that come through. Passenger vehicles, all right, it's the leading import port for it, right? And also are one of the leading ones, actually, sorry. And also motor vehicle parts, commercial vehicles, computers, diesel tractors, all right, semi-trailers, medium-sized cars, standalone computer processing units, and communication apparatuses, all right? These are all the main things that are coming up through Mexico, through this port into the United States northbound, and it's been shut down. There's also a lot of fruit and vegetables right now in the winter months because all of the more northern states are shutting down their farming and production. They've already harvested, and they're sending out all the grain. It's already happening, or it's already done in a lot of areas. And so a lot of the fresh fruits and vegetables are now coming up from Mexico, right? And these things like watermelon, stuff like that, it's coming from Mexico if you're getting that in the winter here. So that's being shut down as well too. And it's saying here that the protest at the southern border, right, is, quote, blocking all northbound cargo trucks carrying goods from Mexico to the United States, and are being blocked at the bridge, right? This is at the World Trade Bridge. This is the largest trade port in the United States, combined with the Columbia Solidarity Bridge as well too. These are both in Laredo, Texas, right? And this is a quote, all northbound cargo trucks carrying goods from Mexico to the U.S. are being blocked at the bridge, said Armando Tabado. This is the Assistant Director of Field Operations at the Laredo Field Office for the port. Quote, there is a protest in the city of Nuevo Laredo affecting World Trade Bridge north and southbound traffic, Tabado said in an email to the trade community. Quote, the Columbia Solidarity Bridge is open and processing shipments in both directions, right? So they shut down the World Trade Bridge, but the Columbia Solidarity Bridge is still open. They're saying that hundreds of people have been reported to be involved in the demonstrations, and according to multiple people, the demonstrators are seeking justice for people that disappear at the U.S. southern border as well too. They're saying that there's lots of migrants and people, which is actually true, that disappear at the southern border, and they're also protesting that, right? And they're on the Mexico side doing this. They're also saying that they want to meet with authorities and they will not leave until they meet with state or federal authorities. They're also saying that this port is the largest port among 450 airports, seaports, and border crossings in the United States, right? So 450 other ports of entry. And this is the largest one. And it's saying here that the trade total in August for this port was $30 billion and $700 million. All right, so $30.7 billion. And they're also saying that it processes 8,000 to 10,000 cargo trucks daily. So thousands of trucks are stopped right now, right? Maybe tens of thousands at this point. And these protesters are just shutting it down. We're also seeing these protests in different cities throughout the United States, right? They're saying that they have made multiple arrests inside of Seattle and felony arrests, right? They're making even more arrests in the past few days because there's been lots of chaos there in Seattle. There's been protests, there's been these black clad gangs that people are saying is most likely Antifa. They're not really identifying themselves, but these black clad, black masks, all decked out in black and have their faces covered. They've been running around the city in Seattle and causing chaos. And there's been felony arrests for destruction of property that's happened just in the past few days as well too, right? So this chaos is erupting throughout the United States, and we saw protests in Chicago. We've seen protests in New York. All these different major cities are protesting Donald Trump, and they're protesting his plan, his deportation plan, right? His mass deportation plan and his migration plan and his border plan. A lot of people are protesting that. That's one of the main things that we are seeing here across the country. And we also just saw Tom Homan. He was appointed the quote border czar and the head of ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. He's going to be the head of that in the Trump administration, and he has been giving interviews and speeches saying that he is going to be focused on this day one and taking this as a major priority, as a serious priority for him and the administration. So that's a major appointment that Trump just made. He also just made a few other appointments here too. It's saying that President Trump has announced that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy will also lead the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, DOGE. He's saying that they will be the lead of it. He put out a statement. All right, so another appointment is Trump has nominated Pete Hegseth, Fox News host, as the Secretary of Defense. Those are the confirmed nominations that I am seeing right now. There's rumors swirling about some other names and other positions, but I haven't seen many of them confirmed. I don't want to spread anyone's that I'm not 100% on. And Pete Hegseth is a veteran, and Trump appointed him as the Secretary of Defense. All right, so that will be a change. It seems like he is looking for people that have been loyal to him, right? Even if they don't have the most bureaucratic qualifications, right? The most government qualifications, years of government experience. it seems like he's nominating people that have been loyal to him for years, though, and have, been on the Trump train. And that's who he's nominating, right? Because he seems like he got burned a lot his last term, right? From 2016 to 2020. He appointed a lot of bureaucrats and people that are kind of insiders in the government before he even got there. And it seems like a lot of those people were not listening to Trump's orders and the things that he wanted them to do. So it seems like what he's doing now is appointing people that he thinks will listen to him and will be loyal to him. All right, so please hit it up for me down there, guys, to help get these warnings out. I appreciate that. Let me know what you guys think down below, right? Big stuff going on. These ports being shut down, protests going on. I think this is just the start. I think it's going to get a lot worse right around the inauguration, and also once Trump is actually inaugurated and officially the president. I think then we are going to see a lot of stuff bubble up. We saw that from 2016 to 2020. We saw riots, we saw cities burning, we saw chaos. Okay, so I'm worried that things like that could start happening once he is president, right? They might start activating these forces, these groups, some of them even paid groups. They might start sending them out to these cities, these agitators, to get people riled up and to start things to get it going, right? I think this is just the start. This is just a test run, having this port shut down, right? So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying prepared, and stocked up. I hope you have big blessings for your life and your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.